Hey, what's up, tree huggers? How you doing? I'm me, the real Manos, and we are back with some new comic reviews for our weekly pull roundup thingy. So, hey, what did I pick up this week? I picked up 3 books, and all 3 from Marvel. I picked up Miles Morales' Spider-Man 18, Empyre, number 6, and Black Widow, number 1. Now, before I get started, I just want to mention that I also publish comic books. Matter of fact, today is the debut of Red Knight 4, brand new, and I'm very excited about this issue. It absolutely looks gorgeous. This is the first time Red Knight 4 has been in color. It has a neatly new scripted pages, has a backup story with Miramax. It's fantastic, even though I'm the one who made it, I would still say it's fantastic. So check it out. It's available in print and digital on manospublishing.com. All right, now let's get going with these guys. I'm going to start with Empyre, number 6, and that's from Dan Slott, Al Ewing, and who's the artist on this? This is, let's see, an artist, and I have to apologize. Varillo Shady? I'm sure that's correct. Anyway, hey, big dramatic conclusion to Empyre. Okay, the Kotati are forcing the hand of everybody involved. They are taking over and going to use their plant of powers to suck the planet dry, and the Skrull Kree alliance has been secretly taken over by Hulkling's grandmother, and she is going to take the Kotati out by blowing up our sun. I mean, it'll blow us up too, so, you know, she doesn't care. Let's see. So they gotta stop 2 horrific things that are gonna happen to the Earth. Let's see. We got to a lot of this action. We've had Tony Stark and Reed Richards kind of on the sidelines, figuring out things from their vantage point, which has been really kind of cool because we see everybody else in action. We got Ben Grimm fighting a dead, possessed She-Hulk who's been taken over by one of the Kotati plants. We have like Spider-Man, Wolverine, fighting some of the action on their side. Meanwhile, we got Johnny Storm. Here we go. We got Johnny Storm, Wiccan, and Captain Marvel going to the sun themselves to see if they can contain it. So quite a bit of action. I gotta say, I even forgot to mention, like, Wakanda has been, like, fighting off the Kotati, who, like, are gonna really plant their flag over in Wakanda because of, of course, their animanium deposits. And hey, we're not even talking about the fight that the X-Men have been going on with on the moon. They've been taking care of that. Not included in this series. It's not dramatically important to the plot, but it is a part of it, and it's being handled over there. Those issues are really good, by the way. So I gotta say, this ends without going into like too strict of detail. The art, by the way, is really gorgeous. Keeps up the pace. There's a lot of characters, a lot of scenes to keep up with, and let's see, they do a fantastic, stellar job of bringing everything in nice, clear depiction, because there's a lot of stuff going on here. Very good. This is an event that does something I don't think I see too much with events, is it ends on a really strong, positive note, and that's kind of going to be the status quo for a while. I'm not used to seeing it. I'm used to seeing an event like do something really terrible to the status quo that we're going to have to build out of. So this one doesn't do that. It's actually kind of like exciting. And I'm very curious to see, because the Skrull Kree alliance, is strong and unified at the end of this. That's the big spoiler I'm going to tell you right there. And this puts Hulkling in a really strong position in the Marvel Universe at this moment, as well as his husband, Wiccan. There's even like an Empyre aftermath with the Avengers, where we're going to have... I think they had a secret wedding, and that was part of a plot point in this, and I think they're going to have a big official public wedding in that. So, excellent. I really enjoyed this this event. I think it had a lot of things going for it. It has two really talented writers working together instead of one writer. It came out on a quick basis. That's because COVID kind of pushed everything back, so the book was all ready. So they just released it very quickly, and that, I think, helped pick up the pace, because some events, they took a long time to come out. There's like delays and all kinds of garbage, and that really does suck the momentum out of these things. Wasn't a problem with this. Marvel, DC, you may want to consider holding back your books until they're done or mostly done, so we could actually kind of enjoy them a little bit better. And like I said, Hulkling and Wiccan are really fantastic in this. I really enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 Ram Chips. The whole miniseries, I think, is really good. And there's a couple other extra stuff, like there's a Immortal She-Hulk one-shot, which I'm going to be looking forward to, and a few other things staying out of this. So not too bad. If you skipped it, I recommend going back and pick up the issues. All right, now we're going to go to Black Widow #1, a new Black Widow #1. I almost slept on this until I found out that Kelly Thompson was writing this, and I've become quite a fan of her work lately. And let's see, who's the artist on this book? Because this is nice and strong stuff. Elena, let's see, Cascarandi. And there was a ton of like alternate covers to this. The main cover's from Adam Hughes, and I think who's one of the other main covers of this? J. Scott Campbell also did an alternate cover, but I really liked this one a lot. It was a nice striking pose. It was really the most interesting of the alternate covers. And this is from Kim Jagnito and Tara Bonvillain. Bonvillain. Hey! Of course, a good Bonvillain for the spy book. Gorgeous cover, by the way. And the art on the inside is no slouch either. Of course, as usual with the Black Widow comics, we start off on a mission to kind of begin the book, and she's working with Clint, and he's kind of mad at her, really. We don't know really why. Matter of fact, he didn't even stick around until after the mission was done, like Cap's there, to kind of send her off and get the information she was able to acquire. She gets home, and she realizes, hey, there's someone in my apartment. So she sneaks around, and before she's able to get back into the window, she's shot with some kind of like tranquilizer dart, and starts to fall to her death, and she's really afraid, like I may not survive this. This is a really stupid way for me to die. Then we cut to 3 months earlier, and we kind of get the build-up that she is on like some sort of like undercover work, and while she's doing that, she's like having this relationship with these other people. She's disappeared for a while. Clint didn't know where she was until she like made herself visible. Meanwhile, she's got some kind of relationship with this dude, and Arcade has been spying on her. So what's interesting is we get a cliffhanger in the middle of the issue, and then we backfill what's going on. I think that was a really interesting way to kind of get me interested in this story. So, like, okay, we got to pick up from the middle of the book, and I don't know, when we pick up with issue 2, I don't know where we're going to pick up. Are we going to pick up immediately on the 3 months ago? Or are we going to pick up where we left off, literally falling off a ledge? Very nice, very good, strong issue. I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 5. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And let's go to our final book of the week, and that's Miles Morales number 18. And that is a legacy number of 258, if you count all the Ultimate Spider-Man books and Miles' previous book. And that's also from Saladin Ahmad. Carmen Canero, oh cool. She was the artist on the recent Captain Marvel run with Kelly Thompson. And this is really gorgeous stuff. Miles comes home after a nice night with his family. They're still out, and he comes home early to be surprised by another Miles Morales Spider-Man. And they fight it out, and to his surprise, he also has his powers. There's a nice creepy moment where he takes him out and he starts talking on the phone, and he just comes up right behind him like, Miles, you really should have webbed him up or something like that. But his family isn't exactly having like a nice time as well. They're coming home with their baby, and Dad notices they're being followed, and they're being followed by these I think these guys are working with Cradle, maybe. They're dressed like evil Super Mario brothers. But let's see. Miles' friends over at school are also being kind of harassed by Cradle. That's a small plot point going on. Subplot, really. And Miles is able to suit up and fight, but he is taken out, and he wakes up none other than the lab that kidnapped him a few issues ago, and he is horrified by being there, strapped in again. I don't know if this evil Spider-Man is related to like the Cradle people or their experiments. I'm guessing this experimental crew is responsible for this. It's just bad timing. Very nice. This keeps up a good, strong pace, which a lot of the Miles Morales books have been doing lately. Really good stuff. I'm going to give this a strong 4 out of 4 RAM chips. Definitely check it out. Probably pick up the issue beforehand to really get a good solid on what is going on. But in case you haven't been picking up Miles Morales Spider-Man, I love this book a lot. It's really nice. Reminds me of a lot of like Roger Stern 80s Spider-Man, if that makes any sense. Alright, hey, so, alright, I'm done. So, you can listen to a few things here. There is my social media stuff, and I'm gonna fight back a sneeze. Okay, I'm done. Not gonna sneeze. You can follow me at Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, I guess Tumblr as well, I suppose, and you can support The Real Manos and Manos Publishing at Patreon for just $1 a month. Don't forget, my comic, Red Knight, is now available in print and digital. It's $2 for digital, $5 for print. Alright, I think that's it for now, so I'm going to get out of here. Push the button, Lindsay.
Really, no mice.